Boy, you know what time it is.
Welcome to the Bromigos podcast.
I need it!
Hey, how are you?
This is amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Bro Migos podcast. This is your boy, Panama Red.
So Hoochieman, holding it down as always.
And of course, the Undercover Brother back again for another day in the StreamYard studio. We do not have one Date Money this week. He forgot he's out training the future GOATs of basketball. Shout out to the Black Phil Jackson. So big ups to him. And we'll see him hopefully next episode. But yeah, man, how's everybody doing? What's everybody been up to?
Cool.
Everybody doing good? Panama looks like he just came back from vacation out here.
I wasn't on vacation. I just went to spend some time at the lake, jump a little water, do a little swimming, a little grilling, things like that. Nothing too crazy. Just, trying to live my life while this fucking government figures out my goddamn visa. Motherfucking Germany. Fuck, bro. Fuck,
so
bro.
I got to ask you a question before we get into what we want to get into today. So obviously you're from Jersey.
I'm over the river.
Yeah, Hunter's over the river. But when it comes to, say, like the lake in Germany as opposed to the Jersey Shore, which do you prefer?
Neither.
Really?
Neither. I mean, I'm a tropical man. I be hating on the beaches in Jersey. I'm like, how the fuck do you motherfuckers go in there and swim in that shit? It don't look good. You know what I'm saying? You want to see a nice beach? Come to Panama. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a trip to Panama. Yeah. If you ain't talking about tropical beaches, you ain't talking about shit. Yes, I'm hating. Fuck you and your raggedy beach, your lake, your river, your stream, your pond. I don't give a fuck. It's whack.
Is the water clear over there?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That kind of surprised me. I'm not going to lie.
That doesn't surprise me.
Wait,
surprise me one bit.
Clear where? Over here in Germany or in Panama?
I thought you meant Germany.
Nah, hey, listen, real shit. They have lakes where the water is clear as fuck, bro. Like real shit. I didn't believe it until I saw it. I was like, God damn. But the first time I saw one was when I was in Austria a couple years ago. That shit was beautiful. Like Austria and Switzerland. Oh my God. Like those places.
I could see Switzerland, but I wouldn't have thought that Germany, with all that industry and who knows where all that waste goes, that the water would actually be pretty clear for like lakes or something along those lines.
You know something? Germany, speaking environmental terms, they're not like the US, bro. Like they actually, like so much so that, for example, like recycling, something as simple as recycling. So you separate your bottles, you separate your plastics, you separate your paper, right? But they even make it so to where you separate your like natural waste, bio waste, like bananas and apples and onion peels and shit like that. You even separate that. That's a whole other thing that they separate. They don't just
like the compost stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, they have this green container that you dump it in, and that's, instead of putting that in trash, you put it into that. So they're all about it, man. They're on it. I can't, I have a love-hate relationship with Germany. Sometimes I love it here. Most of the time I fucking hate it here. But, as far as like that kind of stuff and taking care of the environment, they're pretty good about all that. So I can't say nothing bad.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Shit, I might as well come visit one day. But
On,
anyhow,
man.
I wish I could, man. I wish I could. But we got a pretty interesting show today, man. I want to start off with this particular subject. So me and Hunter were kind of talking about this. Mike, I know we kind of brushed up on it with you before you came in. And this Jason Aldean thing has been breaking over the course of the last like couple of days. And it's very odd that this particular song that we're going to talk about is getting him canceled. Now I know Hunter, being the only like massive country fan here, if you don't mind, Hunter, if you would like to start this off, this is your domain after all.
Yeah, so basically he came out with this new song called Try That in a Small Town, and it's got lyrics where it's like, stuff that happens in the city, like I don't know, carjacking, robbing someone, pulling a gun on someone, and then, you know, try doing that in a small town, basically, is what he's saying. Because, like, I guess the stigma is that people in a small town care more about that. Whereas city, it happens so frequently that there's really nothing to do about it.
See, I see where you're going with that, but at the same time, when I'm reading the lyrics, because like, let me read some of these lyrics here. It's like, sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on an owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool? Well, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long. For you to find out, I recommend you don't try that in a small town. So basically, like, the town is basically going to come together and get your ass.
Yeah.
Now, that's just the first part of it.
It's more of a knit community whenever it's a small town of, like, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 people. Everyone knows each other, so they got each other's backs.
So what I just read is basically the first verse and chorus of the song. But however, I did see an article from Fox News here that people are hating this song, particularly one prominent gun control activist named Shannon Watts. She's trying to get him canceled because she claims that this song is both racist and violent.
Okay. Wow, that's a stretch.
It is a stretch. The racist part is a stretch because he even took to Twitter.
Like he didn't. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna first address the racist shit because I know very well that racism exists, and I think it needs to be dealt with, like, with the utmost prejudice. I think racists deserve to be kicked in the fucking everywhere. Like, racists shouldn't exist, right? What's this lady? What's her name? Congresswoman? Was she a congresswoman? Who the fuck?
No, it just seems like she's some sort of activist.
All right, she needs to shut up because he didn't say nothing about fucking race at all, right? The context of the song. I mean, there isn't much to go off, but you shouldn't automatically assume, like, inner city. There's Hispanics in inner cities. There's white people's in inner. There's black people. There's everything in inner cities. So shut the fuck up. Calling it racist.
It's not only that too, it's the music video because it's showing like real life instances.
Well, maybe I need to see the music video. All right, I'm gonna withdraw my comment on that.
I didn't get a chance to see the music video, unfortunately, but apparently the video has been pulled on CMT, which is, like, I guess, a big country music channel on network television and such. So they pulled the video. And to go off what you were saying about the racial undertones, Mike, I feel as though it's kind of a stretch only because people, I think, are saying that it's racist because the people that particularly do the acts that are described in just those couple of lines I read here, I don't want to say, I'm not trying to stereotype.
We're going to assume all crime in inner city is done by black folk. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard.
But I'm not saying that. I know
you're not saying that, but the assumption alone that that's what it is fucking utter bullshit because that's not the case, right?
Now,
like I said,
it's not even that. And in the music video, it shows a white girl spitting in a cop's face.
Well,
so, I mean,
that's why I said, in order for me to give a full knock at that part of the racist aspect of it, I'd have to see the music video, like, in order to fully grasp, like, big picture, the whole picture.
So just to add more context to the situation, people are also saying, like, oh, it's funny how Jason Aldean, who was actually on stage when that mass shooting in Las Vegas happened years ago, that killed like those 60 some odd people. It's funny how now he's making this music. That's what people are saying. I'm not saying this, and then he releases a song like this after, basically witnessing 60 people get gunned down from a fucking high building, more or less. So, but also keep in mind, a lot of the times country music artists, not saying they don't write their own songs, but they have a lot of help from other songwriters within that community. So I feel like Jason Aldean's is getting the flack for performing the song.
I think this is a topic.
And he didn't even fucking write it. He did not even fucking write it. I'm looking at it right now. He didn't even fucking write the song.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a topic he shouldn't even fucking speak on because country life and inner city life are two different things. Like, so I've lived in the country, like Panama, but it's still country. I've lived in country and I've lived in the city. It's two different things. Of course, when you're a tight-knit community, the expectation is that everyone help out each other because ain't but so many of you. Whereas in you, for example, New York City, somebody bumping you, nobody gives a fuck. It's different, right? So why would you even try to make a comparison? Try that down here. Okay, Jason, well, or whoever the fuck wrote the song, all that rough and tough shit that you say you would do, try it in. You could say, one could say the other way around. You can't go to the city with that attitude. They'd fuck your ass up, tighten you up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So yes, all this shit you do in the city, you're not gonna go like, I'm sorry, a disrespectful person is gonna be a disrespectful person. Doesn't matter where the fuck they are. Period. So trying to make the comparison, oh, you're from the city, you're disrespectful. Try that down here. See what happens. What's gonna happen, Jason? What's gonna happen, bro?
I feel like it goes both ways though, because you can't try the shit that you do in the city in a small town, and you definitely ain't gonna pull off like again. This is just paraphrasing what you just said. You ain't gonna pull off what you do in a small town in the big city because they'll also fuck your ass up.
Of course not. That's like when I was stationed down in North Carolina, right? It was such a vast difference to living in the northern states, right? Such a difference. People more polite down south. You know, it's just a difference. Okay. So if you're not from that world, it's hard to understand what the other one is like. Right. So yeah, you're going to help out everybody. Is everyone going to help out everyone? That's just my question, because in my experience, that's not the case. Doesn't matter from what community you are, because somebody don't like fucking Luann, don't like Billy Bob all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what these motherfuckers talking about. I don't like shit like this because I feel like it fuels the fire to the bad narrative that we've been dealing with for like years now. Like, I don't like that kind of shit. I personally, like, if you're going to talk, if it's not being conducive to a positive outcome, then what the fuck are we doing? Just like when we keep talking about Trump and talking about racism, like, bro, I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick and tired of talking about racism, bro. I'm over it. I'm fucking tired of it. Like, I'm tired of but I'm also tired of turning the other cheek. I'm tired of just having to be the bigger person and walk away, right? So this kind of topic, I wouldn't even personally. First of all, I probably wouldn't even heard the song. Let's be real. Secondly, even if I did hear the song, I'd probably chuckle to myself at the lyrics and keep it trucking, because he doesn't know what it's like in inner city. There's a reason why people from the city have the attitude that they have and behave the way they do, right? Also, down south has their own problems and shit. People think down south is like, that there's no crime and no. It's different. You don't hear about it as much because, motherfucker, who the fuck cares? Who cares? Who cares? Like, real shit. Plus, the narrative is, let's talk about how all these gorillas in the city are killing each other, but then they talk about Black Lives Matter. That's the fucking narrative. Like, let's be real. Like, sometimes people see this shit and I'm like, how do y'all not see what the fuck they're doing? Like, are you that dense? Like, you can't see what? Like, I see this kind of shit from a mile away.
So basically what you're saying is, if I'm understanding you correctly,
Go ahead,
a song that is supposed to bring together some sort of there's supposed to describe togetherness, is actually being more divisive. This song particularly, yes.
You think this song is promoting togetherness?
No, I don't think. I think in terms of like the atmosphere that he's trying to portray, it's supposed to, in some way, shape, or form, promote some sort of togetherness and community.
By whom?
But
by
it's
the countryside of it?
By, I guess, from the countryside of it. But at the same time, I think it's doing the opposite of that for everything that you just said. That's what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, I wouldn't even think much of it if the video, because really it's the video, and people are like, oh, well, let's listen to the lyrics. Because when I first heard it, I didn't think much of it because it sounds like any generic Jason Aldean song that he's made over the last 5-6 years. But then the video, it portrays something different.
See, that's why fucking videos bother me sometimes, because there are songs that deserve like good videos that tell the story of what's going on in the song, and then the videos that are just completely shit, like just a guy playing on a stage or something like that, or playing in a field if it's country or something like that. And then there's stuff like this where it's like, man, and again, I haven't seen the video, but I've seen like some photos of it online, and it's like, oof, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't
I
get
don't
any.
know.
I don't get a lick of togetherness from it. What I hear is, hey, this is how it is where we're from, right? If you try that shit that they do where you're from, there's going to be a problem. Like, you can't do that down here because we will deal with you. That's what I hear. That's exactly what I hear. Like, this is how it is. Oh, you spit at cops where you're from? Well, come spit at a cop here and see what happens to you. That's what I gathered from all of this. Real shit.
So
And then you'll end up on the news.
Yeah, lynch that fucking monkey.
You know what? That's actually what I was about to bring up, because some people are saying that it's like pro lynching too, the song, which I don't see at all.
It's pro something. Something he is telling you, he's blatantly telling you that don't happen around here. So you try that shit down here, something's gonna happen to you. And anybody who disagrees, I'm sorry. Even if it's y'all, you're fucking stupid. Because he's literally saying it. You could read those lyrics again. He literally said it.
I'm not disagreeing with you though. I'm just saying, like,
Jason Aldean, I don't give a fuck, man. It's country. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what they do in the country.
Also, one thing I just realized, this song's been out since May, but the music video came out a few days ago. And then that's what got people talking about it.
People need to just live and let live. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get so up. Like, this is another one of those things, like, society is just, oh, let's cancel every fucking body. I disagree with that. That sounds offensive, so let's cancel it. Like, come on, bro.
I mean,
it's not that deep.
I mean, when you were gone for a while taking care of your internet issues, me and Hunter had covered, like, they were trying to cancel Garth Brooks over the fucking Bud Light thing. You know, like,
yeah, over him selling Bud Light in his own bar.
So it's like, they'll eat their own too. It doesn't matter.
But it's not a matter of people eating anyone. Like, we have like, what happened to the days of us just respectfully disagreeing with each other? Like, what happened to those days where I don't like your opinion, but I respect you enough to, you know what? I can just walk away. I just disagree with you. I don't got a name call you fucking idiot. I don't got to talk about QAnon and all this other shit and whatever the fuck, you know. Like, all this shit is weird, man. Like, for example, weird shit, right? I came across a video on TikTok the other day of Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh God!
They were going through House proceedings, right? And Marjorie Taylor Greene decided to bring up I think it was a picture of Hunter Biden sleeping with a prostitute, right? So my thing is this:
who hasn't slept with a prostitute though?
Yeah, right. So my thing is this, right? You have people on the left thinking it's okay to educate children at a very young age about sexual things, and they want to say they're grooming and all this shit. Then you have people like Marjorie Taylor Greene on the right bringing pictures of Hunter Biden fucking prostitutes onto House floor proceedings, bro. And motherfuckers think this shit is okay. Like, that's my whole problem with it. On the left and the right, they're full of bunch of fucking idiots, bro. You got people think it's okay to groom children and teach children and puberty blockers and all this. Bro, that shit ain't okay. And then you got bitches like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, I'm going to call her bitch. I haven't said that in a long time. She's a fucking bitch. Like, I'm sorry. And she's ruining democracy, ruining our politics. Our politics are a fucking joke. The world views it. I'm telling you, before I left here, I heard it. And now that I'm back, I hear the same thing. They view our politics as a fucking joke. And we're so busy pointing the finger at each other that we don't fucking take it out and figure this shit out, man. Fucking like, I'm sick to death of it. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more. Well, none of these motherfuckers. Like, you hear this shit on the news. Donald Trump, Sleepy Joe. Like who the fuck cares, bro? Like, elect better people. Like,
that's the thing, though. Not saying we, but we as a society elected these people into office. Yes. So it's like we have no one to blame but ourselves.
I get out of here, people complain, and then they do nothing about it but complain.
And then it's the people who didn't vote fucking complain.
Yes, like, bro, if you're not voting, shut the fuck up. If you voted for well, he's the better candidate of the two raggedy, shitty candidates. That's what we're doing now. That's what our democracy has come to, that we got to choose between bad and evil. Like, come on, bro. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. Like, fucking society is stupid. And you know what? Hold on. Speaking of stupid society, it's the perfect time to jump into Panama's corner, right?
Ah, yes. Love it.
Corner. So again, TikTok is giving me content, baby. Thank you, TikTok. So I was on TikTok just scrolling, and I came across a video. So there's this TikToker by the name of, and I'm probably gonna butcher this, Cass Thaz, Theaz. She's a New Jersey TikToker who sued her parents, right? She's suing her parents for having her, like, giving birth to her without her permission. Right?
What?
Yes. So in the video, she elaborates on, people are shocked that I have kids because I'm suing my parents for having me without my permission. They should have found some sort of medium to contact me so they could question me on whether or not I wanted to be born. Yeah.
Hoochieman has secondhand embarrassment. He's covering his face.
By the way, she's
fucking
white.
stupid. She's, of course she's white. She's a fucking dumb blonde. Is she a blonde too?
Hold on.
Please say she's blonde, because she is.
She's a brunette.
Oh shit.
Oh, she's a dumb brunette bitch. I mean, what the fuck are we even talking about? I'm suing my parents for giving birth to me without my permission. So what? You want to be fucking dead? You want to be a stillborn? You want her to fall down the fucking stairs 6 months pregnant? I don't know. I lost a baby, bro. Like, these people are so fucking stupid. How old is she? Is she like, what? Is she 18?
She's got to be in her 20s.
She's from the looks of her, I'd say she's probably about 30.
Huh?
Yeah. She's not.
I quit.
You went to school for a good portion of your life, and now you're close to 30, and you want to, you know what? My parents didn't ask me if I want to be born.
Yeah, like,
I'm going to sue them.
She goes on to say, like, parents or mothers that are currently pregnant, you need to get a medium and contact your child to make sure that they're okay with you giving birth to them and bringing them.
How the fuck do people even think that way? How does she think that's going to work?
First of all,
hey, little Timmy, you want to be born?
If I may interject.
Take off from the stomach up. Is that how they communicate?
So,
You think that's how it works?
first of all, mediums are scams, okay? Mediums are the biggest fucking scam industry of all fucking time. There ain't no goddamn way that people have these special powers to talk to people that are either dead or, in this case, unborn, not born yet.
It's just fucking stupid.
So, how the fuck are you? I don't understand.
This is why I say
this.
we should have gotten rid of TikTok, because we're having too much stupid people getting famous for doing stupid shit. Like, ice cream's so good. Ice cream's so good. Oh, look at me. I'm a fisherman. Ugh. Like, what are we doing?
For real. The stupidity
is so weird.
Listen, they got some dope shit on TikTok. They got some shit that'll make you cry. They got some shit that's motivational, educational, and downright funny. Like, I love the kids. Like, it's like kind of like kids say the darndest things. Like, I find those entertaining as fuck. But then you have fucking idiots like this broad. Like, she jumps on TikTok and just says all the podcast clips. I've gotten a lot more of them lately. I see a lot of people hate on podcasters. Oh, they give everyone a fucking pod. Anyone can do a podcast now. Yes, anyone can do a podcast now. And you know what? If you don't like someone's opinion, you don't have to listen to it. You can just continue to scroll. But no, people take the time to listen and then comment with the little dumbass comments. Like, bro, you can say whatever the fuck you want to me. I don't care. I'm not fazed by it. Oh, look at that big-headed Panama Red. So what's your girlfriend like this big-headed motherfucker? Oh, you need to go ahead and do some weights. Yes, I'm in the gym trying to get the gains. Trust me, when I'm done, I'm going to look way better than you. I'm a fucking bitch.
Matt looks like Seth Rogen.
First of all, what the fuck? No, you don't. Like, you know.
How else am I supposed to take that comment? Someone literally said Seth Rogen, and I'm just like, the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I just don't understand. Like you don't.
I think you look more like the dude that was in my recommended feed.
You know who?
What
the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You know who you look like?
It just looks like something you'd wear.
That's who you look like.
Who do I look like?
Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher.
Yeah.
Where's the stash?
The chin. Or the dude from American Dad. Good morning, USA.
I got a feeling that it's gonna be.
You triggered my football. Talk about Bill Cowher.
Or if we want to go back deep in the podcast archives, Sam the Eagle.
Oh, yes.
If you remember that one.
Yeah, when Dante called you that.
Oh,
shit.
Dante fucking ruined me on that one. I had to start growing a beard out just because of that. I was so upset. But no, but seriously though, like now you guys are both off your little rants here. I do agree with
In the
you.
group chat again. It's just something I can see Matt doing, wearing that shirt, the sunglasses, and has similar facial features.
Yeah, that was disrespectful.
That looks more like you than
That was
Seth Rogen.
disrespectful. I am not that fucking fat, okay? That is disrespectful.
I'm not saying you're fat. I'm just saying you guys look similar, and especially the shirt and the glasses, because I could see you wearing that shirt and wearing the glasses.
Okay, whatever you
That's
say.
what I meant by it.
But I will say this much.
I think you look more like him than Seth Rogen. I don't know who said that.
I don't know. I thought it was funny though. But however, to Mike's point about something with the podcasters, it's just like, yes, anybody can have a podcast, but also, unfortunately, anybody with a phone can make this type of content that this particular individual who Panama is talking about can make. Yeah. Anybody can go online and say, I'm suing my parents because I didn't want to be born. Fuck you. Honestly, if you think podcast is bad, listen, we get a lot of hate for the shit that we say on this show, man. We get a lot of hate, whether you think it's necessary or not is subjective, but what we say does not remotely compare to these fucking NPC ass live streams that Hunter was referencing a few minutes ago, or individuals like what Panama is talking about. We are miles more intelligent as far as having a conversation about some of these topics than these people. And you know what? At the same time, on the flip side of that, these people are making a fuck ton of money because of the stupid shit that they're doing. So that's saying something in a whole different regard as to how society's going altogether.
Yeah, speaking of more stupid people, you guys mentioned. So I didn't get to. I saw something about it, right, and it broke my heart because I'm like, damn, she had to be a black woman, didn't she? Right? She had to be black. Why'd you have to be black? Why? So she faked her disappearance?
From what I could see, yes. So there is a NPR article. So an Alabama woman went missing for 2 days last weekend, which I'm assuming is this past weekend. Before apparently she went missing, she was having a lot of searches online that basically described her, I guess, how to abduct yourself, more or less. So the 25-year-old nursing student named Carly Russell disappeared on Thursday after calling 911 and her brother's girlfriend to report seeing a toddler wandering around along the side of the road. Now, that seems to be debated whether or not there was ever a toddler. All that we know is that she went missing for a couple of days, and apparently this is like Jussie Smollett all over again. By the way that this is sounding, she made abduction-related internet searches before the disappearance. So on July 11th, 2 days before she went missing, she used her cell phone to search whether you have to pay for an Amber Alert. That's not all. The day she went missing, Russell searched for information about the bus station in Birmingham, which is about 10 miles from Hoover. I guess that's where she lives. She also searched for one-way bus tickets from Birmingham to Nashville. She also, and this is the fucking ridiculous part of it. She searched up the movie Taken on how to take money from a register without being caught on the day she vanished.
Jail.
Yeah.
Lock her up.
Lock her up.
Jail. Lock her up.
Lock the baby up too. I don't care. Baby's a part of it.
Throw away the key. Lock him up and throw away the key. What type of stupid? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know why this bothers me? Because people actually go missing, right? And we don't take it serious enough. Like, people are disappearing. It's a thing. We don't take it serious enough. And then you have fucking stupid people like this fucking Porch monkey.
He said it, everybody, not us.
I
No,
say it.
Panama Red
I
said
didn't
it.
say it.
Fucking Nicolette over there. She got to go and do some dumb shit. Fucking shine. God damn it. Yo, I'm sorry.
Pocket today. You are a menace to society today. You know that?
I'm sorry. No, man, because I hate stupid people, bro. Like, how do we not have common sense? Like, first of all, bitch, she gets one too. I love
I would
women.
say
That way.
she deserves one.
She's a stupid bitch.
She does.
Like,
Yep.
why didn't you fucking just delete your browser history at least at the bare minimum? Like, if you go do something, if you go fake your fucking disappearance or death or whatever the fuck she was trying to do, at least do it right. Like, you got to be so dumb to half-ass it. Like, that's what we're doing nowadays. We're half-assing our disappearance. Like, what was her name? Shonda? What was her name?
Carly Russell.
Carly. That's why her name's fucking Carly.
So I have more to this. Apparently, when she reported this to the police, she reported that she was kidnapped and blindfolded by a man who emerged from the trees near her car when she got out to check on her child. Oh, she had a kid? Oh, fuck.
Wait,
so is that where the toddler came in? Because apparently the toddler was like roaming around or something. But like, if she's checking on her kid, I don't know, man. This is fucking even more diabolical. It seems. She said he was described as having orange hair with a bald spot. Picked her up, tried to force her over a fence into a car. The next thing she remembered, she was being in a trailer of an 18-wheeler. As if that's not the fucking biggest thing that you can think of, where it's painfully noticeable by everybody in the vicinity.
If you're gonna lie, come on. Like, come on. Carly, Russell, what the fuck? Like,
okay, so she managed to escape the 18-wheeler. This is continuing the lie, and flee on foot, but was captured again and blindfolded. So she's really bad at getting away, it seems, according to her. Apparently she was taken to a house and was forced to undress, and she believes her captors took photos of her but did not remember any physical or sexual contact. So I'll stop reading this for a second because I have something I want to say, man. Could you imagine the amount of resources that we have to put into dumb crimes like this? Or not dumb crimes, but dumb lies pretending to be crimes like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got, like Mike said, you got other things going on. You got people actually being kidnapped, raped, sold to child pornography or some shit like that. If we want to make a reference to that new movie that just came out, what's it called? The Sound of Freedom or some shit. I haven't seen it or anything, but like, you got stuff like that going on in the world. Real stuff. And this bitch is out here making a scene. Doing the most. What the fuck, dude?
What the fuck?
And you know what? A few months back, there was someone in Pennsylvania who got arrested for this, and they had 4 charges and the possibility of paying almost $12,000 in restitution for the massive search that they did. She was arrested on, 4 charges: false alarm to a public safety agent, falsely reporting an offense that did not occur, obstructing and administration of law, and disorderly conduct. But that's Pennsylvania. I don't know what Alabama. Is this Alabama? Where did this take place at? Alabama?
I think it was Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the laws are over there, but I would assume it's something similar. And if she has to pay back money for any resources,
she should look at her dumb ass. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said lock up the kid too.
Yeah, lock them all up. Lock up the whole fucking family. Lock up mama for giving birth. Hey, mom, did you ask if she wanted to be born? Did you ask if she wanted to be born first? Maybe she got a fucking medium.
She can counter that. She can counter that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
You should have asked her first, God damn it. Lock up the dad for donating the sperm, right? And lock up the baby for not calling for help. What you doing, little tub? What the fuck, bro? What you doing, man? You didn't ask. You didn't go look
8 months old crawling on the highway. What are you doing? You should be on the fucking phone dialing 911. Hey, I'm stuck on this highway. Come help me.
Does it say how old little tub was? Does it say?
I just apparently toddler aged. So
3?
Maybe, I guess.
Okay, so
I'm not. I'm assuming that the same thing is correlating. I'm
I
not
don't
as
know, old enough to use a damn phone at this rate.
yeah, you can speak.
shit for real.
You can speak at 2 or 3 years old, unless he's a little dummy. Then you know what? Got a stupid kid, but
I was gonna say. I mean, considering that if this is the mama we're talking, if that is his mama we're talking about, he might be stupid. Let's be fair.
because she ain't too bright.
Nope.
She oh my god, you can't even make this shit up anymore. You can't even make this shit up anymore.
Jesse Smollett has just like ruined like crimes like this, man. Like, because now everybody thinks that everybody will look at this and be like, yep, this is just like definitely Jesse Smollett inspired, you know?
And that's the problem, because everything we do now, we're going to start questioning everything, right?
I already do.
We post COVID and everything. We already question everything and all the information. And you shouldn't have got the jab. Well, I got the jab. God damn it, you know, and all this other shit. And now we're even more skeptical of everything around us. Then you have this fucking genius here doing this stupidity. Like, come on. Like, you know what? Let's talk about something else, because
let's talk about something positive, man. Because this has just been a rough episode as far as like dumb topics go. Like, just stupid people fighting over dumb shit. Let's talk about something else, man.
Well, positive. Bring it up then, Matthew.
I got nothing. I thought you had something.
Me, positive. Life is positive. Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love yourself. Okay. Take care of yourself. That's positive.
What about that Gary Vee thing you want to talk about with the charging of rent?
See,
because I thought that was interesting.
That's gonna make more negative shit. But let's talk.
Oh, is it negative? I didn't know it was negative.
No, it's not negative per se. Okay, so Gary Vee, in one of his videos, and this is a summarized version of it, says charge rent from your kids. Instead of kicking your kids out of the house at 18, charge them $500 a month as rent until they're 24 years old. When they're 24, give them the money back to use as a down payment on their home. They'll have $36K saved, right? And then a lot of people comment, "Oh, I don't want my son to ever move out. Good concept. 500 is too much, right?" And then this one dude, no, because then you gotta still have. Because then you're gonna have.
Is that English?
He's getting flustered about this.
Because then you're gonna still have to feed them and everything else. And I thought to myself, I almost found myself commenting to this idiot, right? And I'm thinking to myself, first of all, I'm a dad. Okay, I will always be a father until life, takes me from him or him from me.
God forbid.
God forbid, right? Someday I'm gonna croak. It is what it is. How in the fuck do you intend on having children and not take it? They will always be your children. They may be adults, but they are still your they're your kids, man. Like, I couldn't envision a world where I don't take care of my son if he needs it, regardless of how old he is. You know, I'm 38 years old, and you know what? We all need help sometimes. And if I'm really going through it, my mom will help me. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand that logic. I think it's a fantastic idea. I think it's maybe not 500, because, let's think about this. 18 years old, 500 is probably like a big 50% of your check. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
and that's after taxes.
Yeah, exactly. That's like 50% of your check. So, I mean, if you're getting paid every 2 weeks, what do you get? Let's say you're getting paid. What they making out of a decent part time? They're $15 an hour, right?
Yeah,
something like that. So, if you're 18, let's say you're going to school, so you're working part time. $500 is a lot. That's a lot of money for an 18. You know what I mean? So maybe not that much, but I can appreciate that. Helping your kids help themselves. You're essentially doing it for them, right?
I feel like the logic is there, but there's different nuances that I don't think he necessarily, Gary Vee in particular, accounts for. Like, for instance, you mentioned school. What if he's paying himself through school? So now he's got to pay those bills. That's just going to eat more of the check if he's saving money. Food, if he's away, anything else like that. Because maybe he's not at home. Maybe he'll live at home when he's on breaks or something.
I think this is particularly speaking to the fact that people that are living at home.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not living at home, I'm not paying you $500 a month for what? I don't live at home. Fuck you mean? Fuck out of my face. So I think in this particular instance, it is speaking specifically to him be like the said child, adult, whatever you want to call him, living at home with their parents. I don't have a problem with it. My mom did that. I paid my mom a little rent when I was, once I had first time around dropped out of college, and I was, working at Value City Furniture as a clerk and working at Carrabba's as a waiter / bartender. I paid a little rent. There's ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. But it's not like she charged me an arm and a leg for it. Like,
If you don't mind sharing, what did she charge you?
I can't even tell you. I don't remember.
But it wasn't a lot, is what you were
No. I think maybe like $250, maybe.
See, $250 I think is reasonable if that's something you're going to go with. $500 to me I think is too much. $250 I think is reasonable, especially if you're working
on your income. Like, there are people making upwards of $70,000 a year and still have to live at home with their parents because these
can't afford housing.
Everything's just too expensive.
Not because these boomers done fucked up our economy, bro, and they want to blame it on people not wanting to work. A bunch of fucking idiots. You boomers are stupid.
So I think this topic's interesting for me because, as someone, and I'm Hunter as well, I guess, we both live at home. And, my parents, they don't do that for me. Now I'm thinking about it, I feel like the logic.
You're rich.
Not at all. I am broke. Okay. I am not rich.
Parents rich, have money. That's like, oh, welcome to my humble abode. This nigga.
When did I ever say that to you? What did I say? Welcome to my humble abode.
I'm just saying, that's what it felt like. It might as well have been a gated fucking community. All the lawns pristine and shit. Like, mind you, I grew up in the suburbs, but fucking 2 miles away is right there next to the hood where I was born, Plainfield, New Jersey. You go down to Met shit, you make a right into this long street, and then all of a sudden you see these nice houses.
Welcome to Mercer County.
But waving at you all. Well, how are you doing there, feller?
But on a side note, it's just like I feel as though like in some ways I do kind of pay rent because I do pay at least some of the bills that pertain to me that my dad was paying for me before. Like my dad was very kind enough to pay through my way through school and a lot of my early car payments before I got jobs and can pay for it myself. And that's kind of like what my rent is now. I just give him a check for my car, which is a relief to him because that's just another bill he doesn't have to pay for. It's not rent per se, but at least it's me kind of like helping him out and alleviate any sort of financial stress on him because he's still paying because I think he's still paying maybe my brother's car or what. I don't know the particulars of it all, but it's just like, I just try to do what I can to help out. And plus my mom, like you said in one of the TikTok comments, oh, I don't want my kids to ever leave. That's a very mom comment to make. Yeah. And that's what my mom says all the time. So, my mom was like, oh, if we move, are you coming with me? I'm like, fuck no.
So if there are any single ladies listening, right? Matthew's family has money. So you want to marry Matt. Okay. Because when, God forbid, because all good things come to an end, and someday we all must die. You're probably gonna get a nice large lump sum for marry Matt.
Listen, if I'm rich, if I ever become,
he has a big dick. Marry Matt. That walk. That's what you want to give him.
Look.
3,000.
They're gonna want the 3 fingers combo.
Motorboat Matt. There's a reason. He said you can sit on his face.
He's turning as red as my shirt.
Oh my God.
Motorboat Matt. He's ready.
Oh, you got him turning as red as my shirt.
What the fuck? Look at this shit on the camera, Mike. What the fuck? Oh man, you embarrassed me more than my own mother, for God's sake.
Take care of you. Rub on your booty on a Tuesday.
Shit, man. Oh, if I wasn't such a fucking awkward motherfucker, I'd be doing so much better right now. You know what? That actually is a good segue to kind of end the show on a positive note. I put something in the chat, like dating tips for the bros, because, you know, I'm not going to put your business out there, but you kind of went on a little bit of a date this week. So for you motherfucker, you had a little dinner date with a friend of yours.
We met up with a friend. I don't
You
call
had
it. That's what you.
It was a get together. It
It
was
was
a
a
social
get-together.
gathering.
But okay, so maybe it's I'm taking it a little bit more serious, but I will say this much. You have a lot of dating experience, clearly, with all the stories you've told on this show.
Yeah.
Do you have any dating tips for the bros, like first date tips?
Get a fresh cut. Make sure to scrape your tongue a week in advance. If you don't scrape it, yeah, you gotta scrape your tongue, man. Bad breath, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have some chiclets, some gum, something in the car. Pick her up. Okay, pick her up. Open the fucking door for her to the car. I'm talking about. See, a lot of this shit is men forgot how to be gentlemen. Open the fucking door for her, right? Open the door to the restaurant. Listen to the motherfucker. Some women like to talk too much. You know what? So what? Listen to the bitch.
Let him ramble.
Let her talk, but you don't want to let her, because you can't just let her talk and talk and talk. Like, that's not having a conversation. That's just
To a certain extent, let her ramble.
not even, because they need to know that you're engaged. You have to be engaged. You have to ask questions, because if you sit there and let her ramble, you seem disinterested because you're just letting her talk. You have to be engaged. Show your interest. Flirt. Little touches, like when you're walking, open palm on the lower portion of her back as you open the door. Little taps here and there. Don't get too disrespectful, right? You want to get not too, because you go too low, you're touching her bum. She might fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? You're too high.
And then you're canceled.
And then you're canceled. Exactly.
Too high, then you're coming off as a friend, and you don't want to be her friend. But just, you know, a lot of things, men, you know, my dad hasn't given me a lot of advice in life. He wasn't around much. Okay. But one of the few pieces of advice he did give me, and take it how you want it. He said, Peter Paul said, try them all. The worst thing she can tell you is no. Now, the difficult part of all of that is learning to accept the no. It's not the end of the fucking world. Most of the time, you're dodging a fucking bullet anyway. You know what I'm saying? Everything out there ain't for you. It can look good, but it might be rotten on the inside. Everything out there ain't for you. Go and find what's for you. But man, don't give up. Don't give up. Stay strong. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental fucking health. It's important. And just strive on, bro. The worst
Get
thing.
your money up, not your funny up.
You feel me? The worst thing she could tell you was no. That's the worst thing. And if she get disrespectful, then you know what? Tell that bitch that's why her mama can't read or some shit. You know what? She want to talk shit to you. Tell, like Eddie Murphy said, that's why your mama got a wooden leg with a kickstand. You know what I'm saying? Just say something fucked up to her. She want to give her, like, because some broads want to be disrespectful and then they're no. And they're no. Some men deserve it because we don't know how to accept the no, right? You was ugly anyway. Nigga, no, she wasn't. That's why you walked this little monkey ass over there, stupid. Like, of course. But you was ugly anyway. I just wanted to fuck anyway. Yes, of course. She knows that too. That's probably why she's sending your little raggedy ass on. Pencil dick. You know what I'm saying?
On the flip side, if she said, oh, his dick was small, it'd just be like, still hit though.
Yeah. First of all, when women jump on dudes we can't control how big our dicks are. You're born with it. We can get surgery to enlarge it, but people don't got that kind of money. So I don't know why women's raggedy asses do that. Oh, yeah, you got a little dick anyway. Bitch, that's why your waist side's the equator, bitch. Why don't you go fucking... You could do something about that, though. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the ones, disrespectful ones, pimple face looking ones. They want to run their mouth. Shut up.
See, I don't know, man. I've been having I feel like dating now is just non-existent, man. I feel like dating is dead, bro. I had a conversation about this with somebody, and she made a good point to me where it's like dating is just, and love in general is just almost non-existent. It feels like on the surface.
people, we don't cherish the connections that we make. We don't cherish them anymore because
Some people do.
Here's the thing. You in dating, you can literally swipe left or right. Oh, it didn't work out with this one. Okay, I'll just reactivate my account, go back to swiping left or right. It is the opposite sex. Whatever you like is accessible, very accessible. You can move on to the next one in a heartbeat, and it doesn't matter. And that's why I think people don't care. Oh, you don't know how to act. Like our parents and our grandparents were in different situations, right? When shit didn't work, you were forced to work it out because then you have to go through you got to go to the Piggly Wiggly to meet somebody, and then go on a couple dates and all this shit. And no, it's very different. We don't have to do all that. We jump on an app from the comfort of our home, meet somebody, text them, FaceTime them. We can get personal we can get personal impersonally. Right? We don't have to be face to face. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people don't cherish it anymore.
I feel like that also enforces a lot of flakiness too from either side. Because now it's just so easy just to blow somebody off because it's just that impersonal aspect of it.
You want to know when they're going to want you, Matt? They're going to want you when you blow up, you got loads of money, you look real good because now you can afford a personal trainer. And remember me, Matt? Here, meanwhile, she's put on like 70 pounds. She got 2 kids. One of the baby daddy don't give a fuck, right? The other one's trying to threaten you because he's fucking mad at your greatness and his inferiority. You know what I'm saying? That's when they will want you. Because when women wake up at a certain point, of course, not all of them, because, there are a lot of women that are intelligent and beautiful, but there are also a lot of dumb ones who don't know a good man, even if he came and whipped her with a dick in her face. She still wouldn't recognize it. You know what I'm saying? You could walk up with a bouquet of flowers, ask her how her day is doing, and what can you do? If it's bad, what can you do to make it better? And she would still disregard you and go with the asshole. That's why I say you got to be a dickhead with a splash of, not a splash, but maybe like a gallon of good in there. You got to be a dick to him. You got to have a balance. You can't be too good to him. Oh, he's just too nice. Most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. What the fuck is being too nice? Nah, you know what they prefer? You fucking slut. You ain't worth shit. Bitch. The chicken is rubbery. Ho.
Where's the seasoning?
Yeah.
There's salt on this hoe or what?
Kimmy, where's the seasoning? God damn it. Salt and pepper isn't seasoning. Stacy.
Oh, God. I got to take notes then because I'm too nice.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you can't be too nice, man. No. Being too nice. Listen, I found myself really, there's been a handful of women that I've been head over heels for, man. I've been fucked over too. Oh, man, in the worst way. I had my heart broken plenty of times. I've broken hearts. It's part of the game. But being too nice, I know it sounds fucked up. And there's going to be people, oh, Panama Red, you're wrong, Panama. What are you talking about? We love nice guys. Motherfucker, no, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, my husband is great. Yeah, I bet you it took you. How old are you now? Probably 37. At some point, everybody wakes up. At some point, we all get it. We figure out, you know what? That really, really, really hot chick that you see walking around in Bar A, you know what? She has so many options.
Why'd you have to call me out like that?
No, I'm not. No. I'm just saying.
I work there occasionally. You have to call me out like that.
When you think about it, bro, that's why there are people in this world that behave the way they do, because they have options and they know they have options, so they can afford to behave that way. Well, you know what? You ain't always gonna look like that, motherfucker. So enjoy it, because at one point I looked like a fucking superstar. Now I look like somebody's dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. And I don't care. I don't care. As long as I'm healthy and the doctor says, hey, you're moving in the right direction, I don't care. Give a fuck. No one cares about that shit. Like, you care about that and then kick rocks. But all that being nice shit, first date, be nice. Good impression. Always be nice. You got to throw a little dickhead joke in there at dinner too. Make sure she can't handle it.
What about like a subtle dirty joke?
You gotta read the room on that one, bro.
That's fair.
Because some chicks will let you know from the moment y'all start texting back and forth. Like, you dip your toe in there and say something. Like, I don't know. I can't give you an example because it might come off corny, but just dip your toe in there. Mm-hmm. Depending on how she reacts. You don't want to say too much because then you're going to fuck it up. And then, well, no nookie for
Good luck, Charlie.
No, so you got to be careful. It's a balance, man. I wish there were an easier way to dating, but there isn't. It's complicated. It's tough. It's frustrating. It's annoying.
It really is. It really is. Although that is, I will say that you did give a lot of good advice to our fellow bros that may listen to this show and help me out a little bit.
Just don't take her out to ice cream, and then when you're eating it, go,
bro,
ice cream's so good.
Even as a first date, like, so there's so many expectations. Even on the first date, meet her up for fucking coffee and pay for her fucking coffee. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person that isn't, as financially stable, it doesn't mean you have to take her to dinner, because some of these women aren't worth that anyway. Some of them are using men for that shit too.
I was going to say, if you really want to have a good time on a first date, do an activity, man. Go bowling or something. That's what I did one of my first dates recently. I went out bowling.
Good idea. It's great.
Gives you something to do instead of just fucking sitting talking. And then we went out to get drinks after the fact.
Yeah.
Now, did it go anywhere? No, but I still had a good time.
Yeah, no. That sounds like a great, me personally, I love to bowl. I'm a decent bowler, right? I love it. I would 1,000%. Hey, you like to bowl? No? Well,
too bad. We're going bowling.
No, bro. What do you mean you don't like to go bowling? Get out of here. That's when I love going bowling. Like when I was y'all age, my boy Dom would pick me up from Carrabba's every Friday. And every Friday we went bowling. Every fucking Friday. Without fail. Except during the summer. Then we went, we played volleyball. No. We did that on Thursdays. We played volleyball. Thursdays, and then we'd go out to Cryans and get drunk. Yes.
The good old days, huh?
The good old days never ended. I still live good, man. I just don't drink as much as I used to.
That's bullshit.
Nah, bro. Listen.
That is cap.
When I drink, I drink. Okay, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But I don't drink that often. So, for example, like Saturday, I went to the Latin Festival. I woke up, I want to say like 9 o'clock, took a shower. By 11, I was drinking. Then we went to the festival, ran into my Panamanian people. Love seeing my Panamanian people because I don't see a lot of them. Met a nice bunch of wonderful people. The ladies were out there were looking spectacular, as they always do. And then it started to rain. So there's video footage of my drunk ass holding my Panamanian flag. Talk about, it's just water, motherfuckers. It's just water.
Is there video of it somewhere? I got to find this now.
There's video footage of somewhere. Actually, they sent me the video footage.
Yo, we got to put that on. We got to put that out there now for this episode.
It's just water.
It's just water, motherfuckers.
Yeah, because, bro, it was raining, but it was hot, bro. It was hot all day. The sun is beating down on you. Like, it was cool for the rain to come down. I was saying that like Ashanti, rain on me.
Lord, you're singing Ashanti now.
Bro, I had a good ass time.
Yo, the last time you and I went drinking, we were at your going away party before you went back to Germany, right? Man, you could talk to a fucking wall. You know that?
Yeah.
Do you remember anything from that night? I'm just curious.
No.
I thought for a second, I thought there was a couple of times I thought you were going to get into some fights. And I was going to be like, oh shit, here we go. It's a good thing I'm sober.
No, I don't do that. But yes, you are at 100% correct. I am a social butterfly. I can walk into a bar knowing no one and I will leave knowing everybody.
Yeah. You, if I remember correctly, and this is the one instance where I thought you were going to end up in a fight and we would have had to come and jump these motherfuckers you were talking to. Some guy thought you were calling him sweet.
Some guy thought I was what now? Calling him sweet?
Some guy thought you were calling him sweet, and I think you were trying to explain to him in your drunken state that, oh no, I wasn't calling you sweet. He's like, if I was calling you sweet, you would know, because he was saying like, oh, I'm from I don't know, what did he say, Plainsboro or something, or some place that he thought was the hood but wasn't really the hood, you know?
Yeah. I find people wanting to be gangster just amusing.
That's what it was. Some guy was pretending to be gangster, and you were asking him questions, and you thought he was under the impression you were calling him sweet. So we were, me and two of your buddies and someone else, I'm not going to name who it was there, and we were just like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah. No. I don't know what. I'm not a person that goes out and seeks out problems.
I know you don't. Listen, I'm not saying you were seeking out a problem. These guys were also as drunk as everybody else in this group. So I didn't know how it was going to go. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, thank God I'm sober, because if shit goes down, at least I'll be well aware of my surroundings to jump these motherfuckers.
Yeah, no. I don't worry about that. Like if I gotta go somewhere to drink where I have to be worried about getting beat up or something, that I just wouldn't go, because when I go out, I want to have a good time. Like I'm not going out to fucking get into no fight. I'm not even going out. Like, bro, to be honest with you, I've never even really been the type to go out and look for women. Like my thing has always been, I enjoy spending time with my boys. Women just so happen to be the bonus. They just so happen to be there. And I love women. So for me, it was like, I get to hang out with my boys and flirt with women. Yes. But I've never been out like, oh, I'm gonna go out. Yeah, I'm gonna give me some bitches tonight, son. Like that was never me. Like if my boy saw a girl, he'd like, all right, you're pretty. Let me do all the talking because your game sucks. I got it. But I don't do when you go out with
you should have helped me out when we were there. God damn. I'm a lost cause, dog.
You are bashful for no reason. I don't understand that. I don't understand.
You would think a guy, like when I'm at work, I'm a pretty sociable dude. That's the weird part. It all comes down to this scenario. Like if I'm in certain areas at work, I am the most sociable person, or one of the most in the area.
Yep.
And then when I'm anywhere else where I'm like blatantly bashful and like it's painfully obvious that it's just like I don't know how to have a conversation with anybody.
But why?
I don't know. I wish I could answer that question.
Of course you know. Because you have to know. If you're at work and you can talk to an attractive woman while you're at work, I don't see why you couldn't do it while you're not at work.
I think it's because it's a different setting, almost.
Different setting
where you're more comfortable at work talking to people, but whenever it's like the real deal.
Just last night, I was at I'm not going to say what I was doing. I was at Jenks working, and these two cute girls came up to what I was doing, and I was playing a game with them on the boardwalk or something, and she's like, "Oh, I lost. I feel so sad." I'm like, I was like, "Try the game again." And then I blatantly rigged it so that she can get a prize because I felt bad for her. She's like, "Oh, thanks. She made my day." I'm like, I didn't want you to go home sad. That's what I did. I wanted to make people sad.
That's corny. That's corny. That's corny. Do better. But fuck that.
No,
you're being serious? I'm trying out here.
No, you need to play it off like, oh, again. Maybe you'll get better like next time.
What the fuck? So when I try?
No, what you need to do is you need to play it off like, oh, okay, like make it seem like, okay, you'll let her win, and then boom, beat her ass again. All right, they say 3 times the charm. Boom, beat her ass again.
Is that how you flirt, bro? Like that's how you flirt.
God, I think I'm just gonna jump off a bridge at this point.
No. First of all, don't do that. Don't do that. No. But my point is,
do a flip.
I'm just busting your balls about it being corny. My thing is, use the same approach then. If it's the mindset that has to change, right? Yeah. Because if you can talk to them when you're working, you can talk to them when you're not working. You're just psyching yourself out. What if? Bro, stop thinking so fucking.
That's really what it is, man. It's a feeling of if you ever hear it's like that line from Coach Carter, our greatest fear is that we are inadequate. Well, that's kind of how I feel in most social settings, is that I am inadequate.
Why?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, you're gonna have to shake that shit off, Playboy.
I'm
I know it's
trying, Mike.
easier said. Nah, fuck the trying. You've been trying for a while. Just do. Just stop thinking so much about it and just do, bro. This is not one of talking. And I know you. It's not like you're gonna go up there and be some fucking asshole. You're not an asshole. So it doesn't require much thought for you to do it. Just go and fucking talk to her. The worst thing she's gonna tell you is no. You accept that no. You thank you for your time. You keep it trucking. Don't tell her you thought she was ugly anyway. Don't do that. But you talk to her. She says, "Oh no, I'm not interested." All right, thank you for your time. Whatever. Think of something sweet to say. Look up something sweet to say. Fucking and keep it in your back pocket. No, seriously. If that helps, go prepared. There's nothing wrong with being prepared. Having a line, having a go-to bar that like, oh man, damn. She's like, damn, maybe I should give him a chance. Hey, excuse me. Whatever. Have something. Do some research. Talk to other women. When's the last time you sat down with a woman to talk about other women and what they like? Right? Because men, we don't have all the fucking answers. Okay? I was raised by women. My aunt taught me, God rest her soul, taught me how to talk to women. It came easy. Men, we don't always have the answers on what women like because we're not women. We're men. Our minds don't work the same way. So you don't got no female friends? Be like, hey, spark a conversation. Ask her, what the fuck is wrong with women? What the fuck do y'all want in a man? Boom. There starts the conversation. You get a little education. Ask a couple of them. Whatever it is you need to do to get a leg up so that you're prepared. Because you're not prepared.
Clearly.
You're not prepared. You've had no one to sit down and be like, yo, Matt, what the fuck? Like, what are your other homies doing? Not fucking bitches? Like, what are they doing?
Also, not giving that great advice, it seems.
They're probably going to see the new
Listen,
Barbie
I'm not going to
movie.
name who this is. I'm not going to. I know if they listen to the show, they'll know who this is. But one of my friends' pickup lines at the bar is "You'll do." So
that is a horrible pickup line. That is awful.
Put it. Lock him up too. Lock him up. You'll do.
Here, okay. So how about this? I don't want to end off on this fucking solemn note here, man. I have a pickup line that I've rarely used, but I've tried it a couple of times. No. And this is when I'm like only looking to bang a chick. So I want you to rate this one 0 to 10, okay? And I want people at home. I want people at home to hear this and let me know what they think. And clown me all you want about it. But this is one of my. I like this line.
Oh, boy.
They say every princess deserves a throne. Just let my face be yours.
You've used that
once or twice.
Has it worked?
No.
Jail. But you know what? It might. One of my friends,
it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked with the right.
A drive into deep left field by Castellanos.
My boy. I'm not gonna say who. What? My boy.
There's another one gone.
Used to go up to women, right? My boy used to go up to women and be like, "Yo, I'm trying to fuck you down." It's worked a few times.
Yeah, it just depends on the person, man. Just I haven't used it on the right person.
I'm not saying you need to go up and I don't approve of you just saying that, right? Like, hey, you trying to fuck? Like that's, like, hey, what do you want for breakfast tomorrow morning? Try some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying
that's actually a good line. I'm
like,
not gonna lie to you.
Like, hey, instead of being, hey, I'm trying to fuck, like, hey, how you doing? What do you want for breakfast tomorrow morning? And that literally, what do you mean? Well, after we spend the night together, I figured you want you to be hungry in the morning. Some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's just an example.
See, this is why I don't understand how you can just say shit and it's like, God damn, it makes perfect sense. But sometimes guys can't figure that out. Me included. You can just say shit. And
a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month, we were talking about sex and women and all this stuff, and somebody commented on, what do these motherfuckers know about getting pussy? And I'm sitting there to myself, clearly more than you son of a bitch. Like, what? Anybody who's had any type of experience can give some pointers on how to attract whatever it is you're attracted to. I can't believe I just said that. Fucking political. I'm trying not to get canceled. Anybody could give you tips on how to attract the opposite sex. Goddamn it! I can't believe. See, it's already ingrained in me. I can't believe I said that. Fucking A.
Jail.
I'm done.
Jail.
Panama. Jail. Lock me up.
Lock him up, baby. I think it's time
Are
we
you
go
locking
to
up with
church.
that Carly chick?
What Carly? No, don't lock me up with Carly. Fuck that.
Oh,
I will
shit.
slap the shit out of Carly. Carly
Oh,
Russell.
no.
You know what, man?
man.
Take us to church, goddamn.
She'll say, you know what? No, that was him. He was the guy.
Yeah, he was the guy. She'll
yeah.
fucking frame your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 45 of the Bro Migos podcast. Oh, man, this was a fucking wild episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let us know what you think about the show on your favorite podcasting platforms, including, but not limited to, Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeart, so many more. If you have a podcasting platform, search up the Bro Migos podcast. Leave us some feedback, motherfucker. We like to read it on air. And if you hate us, we're still going to read your feedback on air because we like clowning people that try to clown us in the comment sections. Also, speaking of feedback, shout out to my boy B-Word from the Bleach Bros podcast. He absolutely loved the last episode that we all did together with when Dink came back. So, brother, appreciate you, my friend.
Shout out to you, my man.
We got to work with Bleach Bros at some point, man. I've been wanting to do a show with them forever, but
why they bullshitting? Why they bullshitting? Hey, Bleach Bros. Hey, look at me. Why y'all bullshitting?
Yeah.
Let's do a show.
B-Word, hater, hit your boys up. Anyway, Bro Migos Pod on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The Bro Migos Pod. TikTok, the Bro Migos Podcast. Who would like to tell them about the YouTube today?
I will. If you don't subscribe to the YouTube, this bat will go inside your ass.
Very
Tip
forward.
to base. Yeah.
Very forward.
Yeah,
There'll be
Hey,
a drive into deep left
You
field
want to
from
think
Nick
about Twitter
Castellanos.
first? Fuck.
Yeah, take them out you use my pickup line and see if it works, and then shove it up their ass. God damn.
Oh,
And of course, shout out to Full Swap Radio. Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time is when they air episodes of our show.
yes.
We would appreciate if you check us out there as well. That's it for me, Mike. Take it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there. You know where to find us. Subscribe to the damn YouTube. And we'll catch you guys next week. Peace and love.
You've been listening to the Bro Migos podcast.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.